Hey, DarkBanana between the chair and the keyboard. So today I wanted to talk about an issue that rose up, well, it's been a while now on Bang Dream Girls Band Party. It's regarding the crashes that happens on Bang Dream when you're trying to log in on an Android device. So there are two things that happen actually. First, so you're trying to log in using your Wi-Fi, and then suddenly the game crashes. So, okay, that's not very nice. So there was actually a workaround that at some point worked, which was to actually cut your Wi-Fi and just go to your data. However, now, for some reason, they did some quote-unquote fixes. And now when you're logging in with your data, your mobile data, it loses connection for some reason and tells you that you have to use a stable network. But we already established that the quote stable unquote network didn't work. So now what do you do? The thing is, there was a thing I tried which was to actually cut the Wi-Fi right after the login was done, and you are sent to the little comic page. You know, when you log in, you have the login screen, and then you have your little comic page, and then at long last you go to the game, properly speaking. So the idea is actually that you want to cut the Wi-Fi right when you're on the well, between the game and the loading screen. However, the last fixes they did, actually shortened the window of action you have to actually do the trick. And now, well, it's really tight. You really have to not screw up, otherwise either your game will crash because you were too late to cut the Wi-Fi, or the game will tell you, yeah, use a stable network, man, please. And this is because you were too early. So you actually have to be really accurate on your your cut of the Wi-Fi. Here you go. You have it. Now, on the more techie details of what I understand of the issue. There are actually 4 loading phases for the game. I think. Take what I say with a grain of salt, because I'm not sure. It's just me seeing things, and my eyes are not very good, and I can't read anyway. But there seems to be 4 loading phases. If you do the 2 first phases, either Wi-Fi or data, no problem. Usually you don't want to actually switch from one phase to the other because it would have the potential to actually, well, freeze the game, which you don't want to do that. Then, when you go to the 3rd phase, there's actually a thing that happens. It might be there that lies the bottleneck. The thing that happens is actually, well, if you're on your Wi-Fi, then you go to the loading date, the 4th loading phase, and then the game crashes. And if you try to, well, just do the full loading process with your data, then you go to the quote-unquote connection issue. And if you try to log in after, well, the game will reload, but it will not really reload, properly speaking, because the data it loaded will actually be in your cache. And so when you try to load again, even from your data, the game will crash. So what's left is actually to use your Wi-Fi until the fourth loading phase, and then right before the screen becomes dark, you have to switch to your data, and then it will tell you that it lost the connection, and it will ask you if you want to retry. So you say retry, and then you're in. So I don't know why that does this, but there seems to be something that is not properly loading. I googled the issue, and what I found is that apparently the devs have well diagnosed that the issue might be due to their ad system. The thing is, however, well, why is the ad system doing that? That's messed up. That's really messed up. So yeah, there you have it. So you can try the little trick. So note that it only happens on Android devices, and on iPhone it seems to be more or less stable. I also I had some issues on my iPhone 6. Well, you will tell me it's really old, but bear with me. Older iPhone devices tend to actually crash after around 3 songs. So yeah, the EN version of the game seems to be unstable right now. Either you manage to use the little trick I gave you, and yeah, good luck, because it took me 3 minutes to actually get the right run to make the trick work. But yeah, I could understand if you're not that motivated to actually use that trick. Either way, if you're motivated enough, use that trick, and if it works for you, please tell me, so that I actually have more data to work with. I say work with, but there's nothing I can do at my little level. But we as a community maybe could be able to help devs pinpoint the issue by gathering data. That's actually the most useful thing that we as a community could do. Because yeah, the devs, they have things to do. They have development to do. They don't only have support things to do. They also have research and development to do. Well, you will tell me it's a game that comes from the JP version, which is actually ahead of us. So yeah, they usually just only have to take the code. But no, that's not only that. That's not only that. They have to adapt things and such. So that's still research and development. And aside from that, they had those kind of issues they unintentionally introduced to the game by doing their modifications, and so they have to do some support. But the thing is, I don't know what their manpower is, so I don't know how much time they can dedicate to actually doing support things. But yeah, so the most we can do to actually help them is not trying to flame them, like that's not very productive. The only thing we can do currently is just gathering data, gathering some helping data, and maybe also sharing that data. I don't know how we can do that, but yeah, that's it. Feel free to use that trick and tell me what it did for you. Okay? Anyway, see you soon and take care. Bye.